On February 9th, 1895, one of the fastest growing sports in America today was created at a YMCA by William G. Morgan. That game is known as volleyball. And here's the story behind its creation. Welcome to Daily Sports History. I'm Ethan Reese, your guide to a rapid deep dive into sports history every day. Volleyball wasn't always the high-flying, fast-paced game we know. In fact, it was actually created as a calmer game to basketball, and is actually intertwined with the creator, Dr. James Naismith, who created basketball a few years earlier. William Morgan was in school near Springfield, Massachusetts, and then James Naismith, the creator of basketball, was the director at the YMCA at the time in Springfield, and the two developed a friendship. And Naismith actually encouraged Morgan to go into education and use his athletic skills to help him in his journey. So Morgan went to the YMCA training school in Massachusetts, in Springfield, where he participated on the football team. And then he took a place as the physical director at the Holyoke YMCA in 1895. One of the tasks he was given was to develop an activity for the men that were a little bit older and couldn't handle the rigors that basketball was giving them. Basketball had grown in popularity in the last few years, but it required a lot of physical touching, jumping, and running into each other as they played. And a lot of the older men in the area were struggling to keep up, but still wanted to be active. So Morgan took from all the sports he could think of. He grabbed a net from tennis, the ball from basketball, and took the structure of the points and timing system from baseball using innings and 3 strikes or 3 drops of the ball. And he even contacted a friend he had at Spalding, a local sporting good manufacturer in the area, to develop a special ball that was a little bit lighter and easier to use than the basketball. And he first called the game Minote. But later, when he introduced the game at the YMCA conference, the director of the YMCA liked the game, but suggested we just call it volleyball, as the ball was being volleyed back and forth, like in tennis. And so they changed the name, and it stuck, and helped grow its popularity across not even the United States, but across the world. In 1928, there was the formation of the United States Volleyball Association. And by 1964, it made its debut at the Tokyo Games. And the sport has continued to evolve, as the first net was put at 6 feet, 6 inches tall, and has been raised since. And they limited the amount of players, as in the beginning, players could all play, no matter the numbers. Now we have 6 players at a time. The ball can only be hit 3 times, and doesn't go up against the wall or anything like that, which was allowed back in the beginning of the game. Anyone could play, and you didn't score a point until the ball hit the ground. It didn't matter how many times you had to hit it. And the game has developed, including adaptations like beach volleyball, which is played on a smaller court on sand and played with less people. Only 2 play on the Olympic beach volleyball competition. It has grown in such popularity that in August of 2023, a record was set for the largest attendance for a volleyball game at 92,000 in Nebraska. It's amazing how this game is intersected with basketball, as there was a relationship between the two creators. And there's a relationship between basketball and volleyball, as they are normally played on the same court. Thank you for listening to today's Daily Sports History. If you like this, please rate, review wherever you're listening. We'd love to hear from you and how you're enjoying the show. And come back tomorrow for more Daily Sports History.